That history repeats itself. And I would like to think that that's not the case. I think that history has reemerged itself to see what choices are we going to make. I think that it's time that we chose to rewrite the history books the way that we want them read, to make the change that we want.
I think for a long time, and with things that have gone on in this country with police brutality and things that have happened to African Americans in this country, as student athletes, we sometimes feel like we didn't have a voice. And so along with myself, Carlina Sample, CIERA Johnson, Gene Jenkins, Rachel from track and field, we wanted to have a voice. We wanted to make sure that as student athletes in our student athlete community that we knew that we had a voice. So really we just had an idea, went to our staff, see if they could help us, they helped us, and then we actually didn't think that it was gonna turn out this big, but it did. And so I think they just said something about this community, about people wanting change, and it's about the platform that we have as student athletes really just seeing it be put into play.
With the last week and what we've seen on social media, on news, what's going on in our country, it's kind of made all of us as student athletes think about what we can do, how we can use our voices. And definitely, like, serving as SAAC president this year, I wanted to make sure I serve my student athlete population and live by what I say. SAAC is the voice of student athletes. So when Gene Jenkins and Carlina Sample reached out, we need to do a protest, we need to do a walk, we need to do something. That was a great opportunity for SAAC to support these athletes, these leaders in our community who wanted to take that extra step. So that's kind of how it started, just kind of started with a conversation, and then things really got going on Monday. Here we are Thursday. So it's been a really quick turnaround. Definitely could not have done it without our student athlete engagement staff. Nisha McRae has been amazing in all of this. But also senior staff, Ross, Joe Fields, really being supportive of us and living by what they say of serving student athletes. Those men do it. So it's been really great. But this is an important moment, and I think if we were to just leave an important part of our student athlete population hanging, that's not what we're here to do. But I think it's just been really great to be able to be there for them and, be of service in any way I can and help them get their message across. Because right now my voice isn't the one that needs to be heard. I need to use my privilege to amplify. So I feel like I've been able to at least help a little bit in that effort, which has been really rewarding.
Imagine a teacher giving you a nickname because they're too lazy now to learn your F anymore. Imagine your hair being a factor in whether or not you get a job. Imagine your skin being viewed as a weapon, but every summer, people can't wait to tan and get a little bit darker. Imagine parts of your culture being viewed as ghetto or hood, but the moment the Kardashians endorse it, it becomes hip. Imagine everything you've built being taken away from you. Tulsa, Rosewood are examples of that. Imagine being mired on game day, but being feared the moment the game is over. And lastly, imagine a police officer has his knee on the neck of your father for over 8 minutes, and your father yelling, "I can't breathe," as he suffocates to death. You may open your eyes. The death of George Floyd didn't ignite a new movement. It just brought light to a fight that has been happening for a very long time. People like Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Angela Davis, Medgar Evers, James Baldwin, and others have been fighting for our humanity, justice, and equality. We must continue the fight that was started over hundreds of years ago. This is our chance to make a difference and to stand for something bigger than ourselves and sports.
Come learn. Like, a lot of people have grown up in a culture that has allowed them to have certain implicit biases and certain things about other people, and it's not right. And it's not that they don't know that they don't know. And so I think that a lot of people want to come and learn and want to be taught, and that's okay. And they love to teach, but it's going to be uncomfortable. It is. It's like any change is not going to be easy, right? But taking that first step forward is the first task, along with this long marathon that we're running.